Here at home tonight, the search continues for a convicted rapist turned fugitive. Last week, in a 27 News First investigation, we brought you the story of a rape victim forced into hiding after former Army Ranger John Buckley V jumped bail right before a jury convicted him of rape and sodomy. Now, as Gabriel Roxas reports, we're learning new information about Buckley's background and recent efforts by his family that have authorities worried.
Records from the Colorado Bureau of Investigation show that before he moved to Kentucky, John Buckley IV had problems with the law in his home state, including charges of domestic violence and assault. The courts dismissed many of those charges, although Buckley was found guilty of prohibited use of a firearm, a misdemeanor. So what can we conclude from this?
Well, you have to look at patterns of behavior. And when you look at these charges, even though most of the charges were dismissed, as an investigator, you still have to take that pattern because a person has to reach a certain level to even be charged.
Now that Buckley has jumped bail, authorities are looking into his history to try to predict his next move.
Well, investigators would be foolish to not at least consider the fact that there were previous charges related to violence.
If Buckley is captured, he will not only face sentencing for his rape conviction, he will also have to face charges against him in other pending cases. Buckley is accused of conspiring to intimidate a witness back in February 2010 in a case that involved an accused drug trafficker's plans for a drive-by shooting. Following Buckley's rape conviction, authorities also began to have concerns about other members of Buckley's family.
Now you have the defendant's family member going down to circuit court and trying to obtain the name and addresses of jurors. One has to at least look at the possibility that this could be an effort to intimidate people involved in the process.
He didn't want to appear on camera, but in a phone interview, the fugitive's uncle, Kelly Buckley, told us he did in fact try to get the names of jurors because he wants them polled as part of the process to eventually appeal the rape conviction. Kelly Buckley added that he would not be able to do that until his nephew was found, which he says the family wants as much as anyone. Nonetheless, authorities are concerned about the development.
Sources tell me that the judge was concerned enough that he sent a letter out to the jurors to let them know that someone was trying to obtain the names and addresses of the jurors. So obviously the court chose not to ignore that.
If Buckley is located, he will have to answer for a lot. But for now, the priority remains capturing him. In Lexington, Gabriel Roxas, WKYT 27 News First.
Late Thursday, investigators found what is believed to be Buckley's getaway car in a Georgetown parking lot. Police say they're continuing to follow several leads as to Buckley's possible whereabouts.